I think it will be very difficult for to pick the best 11 players. I played for 4 seasons, from 1996 till 2000, and after that, I'm sure they had some great players. So I will just dwell, with the players that I know and those that I think will definitely make, the best 11 ever. When it comes to Beşiktaş. With number one, I think I will go with Mimic. He's a Croatian. We arrived the same season in '96, and he was very instrumental throughout my stay, in Turkey. He's a good builder from the back. Good saves, communicates very, very well. And he have pulled us out from a lot of games that probably will have lost. So Mimic will be my goalkeeper. I think in the center back I will go with Apai. Apai is a big, strong, a character kind of player that you need in your team. And I think he have rescued us, in the back line, because when the team is down, he's one of those players that charges and pushes the player to give 100%. Very good one-on-one. On the air, he's very good. Set pieces, corner kicks, free kicks. He comes in and he gets goals for himself. I will pair him with Recep, Baba Recep. He's a smallish, figure, but very, very intelligent. He was a captain when I was there, and he's a leader, on the field. All the traditional kind of, number five, who they are very smart in organizing, the back line, so that they will ease off the pressure from them, and the ease of the pressure from the from the goalkeeper. And the left back, I will leave that and I'll come back to that a bit later. I think on the right back I will probably take Typhoon and put there, because he's a defensive midfielder. But to create space for a player that I think he's a legend in Beşiktaş. When I've already left, I will put Typhoon, on the right back, and because he's Turkish, dual nationality, Turkish and German. When he came into the team, he was very instrumental, and he brought that mentality of the Germans into our team. When we're losing focus, that mentality of giving 110%. I will slot him in there. And there's a legend in Beşiktaş who left Beşiktaş, I think, last season. Hutchinson. He's an American or Canadian, I think, but he has been very, very instrumental. He played for Beşiktaş till his 30s. And he's a character. He gives 120%. When you watch Beşiktaş play, and he's always there. Player that doesn't get injured often, and always carries the team, in his back. His marking ability, his surging forward, his distribution and ability in the midfield. He's second to none. As a number 10, I think I will put Sergen. Sergen is one player that he could have easily been probably the best player in the world. When you watch Messi today, you see Sergen. But he's that kind of player that a lot of distraction. His lifestyle, his way of life out of football, not giving 100% seriousness when it comes to football. And he's a player that definitely we will, Beşiktaş will remember. Scores a lot of free kicks, put some sexy passes, to strikers. He dribbles players at ease, when he wants to. And definitely, I think if I'll pick the best number 10 ever, in Beşiktaş history, I think Sergen. And the good thing about it, Sergen came back as a coach and won the league for Beşiktaş. So that shows you, everybody was surprised that a player like him and the kind of character, how did he end up being a coach? And he came back, won the league, for the team, and then that makes him, immortal. When you come to Beşiktaş. And the strike force kind of tricky. I played with a player like Oktay, a young player who was coming up, Yasin, who was very instrumental, who left Turkey, went to Spain, scored a lot of goals. I think his time spent in Beşiktaş, probably I will throw in him there. And then as a number 9, I'll go with Abubakar. Abubakar is a Cameroonian. He's a world-class player. He is a legend in Beşiktaş. He's caused a lot of critical goals, a lot of goals. Left, came back. Whenever he comes back to Beşiktaş, is received with open arms. I will definitely throw him there to make him a number 9. And then we have Tosin, who is an international. Is a player that probably he will be the all-time goal scorer of Beşiktaş because he scores double digits every season that he played with Beşiktaş. He left, came back, still continues scoring goals. At that age, set pieces, good in the air. One-on-one with defenders. He knows how to put the ball, in the corner. As a number 11, I want to throw myself in there, but I think I will put myself in the midfield as a number 8. Because I'm an attacking midfielder, attacking striker. Number 11. It's very difficult for me to pick a player, in that position because, we played with players, the traditional number 11. Bringing in crosses, one-on-one dribble on defenders. I think on the left wing, I think we'll go with Quaresma. It's a Portuguese legend and a Beşiktaş immortalized. He had some wonderful season at Beşiktaş. He won the championship with Beşiktaş, and he's a fun favorite because his dribbling ability and he's a showman. And in that part of the world, showmen always come, on top. So he had some wonderful season, in Beşiktaş. So definitely, he will make the front three, in all Beşiktaş all-time legends, no doubt about that. I think we left the left back. I think going back to the left back, the name that I think was playing in my head was Ozulmel. He's one player I think that in the generation that he plays, I think he surges forwards, his passes, penetration passes, into the middle, and looking for the link man, up front, makes him to be, the best player, to hold that position, no doubt. And I think we left quality players in the front like El Toro, like Oktay, like Gomez. Those are quality front three players that definitely will make any team any day. So if they are watching, I think they should forgive me because I know that definitely they will have deserved to be, in the team. But with the way I lay out the team, I will definitely leave them out. And if I'll put a player in that team, to take my name out of it probably would be El Toro.